From Green Bay Distillery in the shadow of Lambeau Field, you're going inside the huddle with Mason Crosby.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Inside the Huddle. This is fun. We get to talk about a Vikings win, and we are here with Mason Crosby. Give him a big round of applause.
Man, good crowd.
This is a great crowd on hand. I'm your host, Josh Moser. Over the next 30 minutes, we're going to talk about the Vikings, get you set for Denver next week. We're also going to fill you in on a little bit what Mason's got going on. But our first question that everybody wants to know about, what was that locker room like after the win?
Oh, man, it was great. You know, these first 2 weeks have just been, exceptional. And the energy and the guys in that locker room, it's kind of a different feel. And, it's fresh and it's new and it's fun. So, to be able to get 2 division wins and, our first one at home, that was big time.
I mean, you've been here for a long time, a lot of it with Mike McCarthy, Now Matt LaFleur coming in. So do you feel a sense of energy change, or what's different that maybe you think is allowing this team to have success here early?
Yeah, some of that, it is the energy in the building, some of the fresh new things that are getting done. We have new paint, there's
it makes a big
new
difference.
Pictures, things like that. So, but football is football ultimately, and
right.
Just the guys in that room and the chemistry that we've kind of built through the spring. It's kind of like every year you just hope that you kind of hit these markers, and we have the guys in that building that sell out and play for each other, and Coach LaFleur has done a great job of just being consistent through that and kind of breeding that culture there.
Sure. We're watching some of the replays here. Great touchdown catch by Geronimo Allison, and the interception, of course, by Kevin King, but we're watching on TV. You're down on the sideline. So what is your perspective watching this every game?
Yeah, sometimes I don't have the best vantage point. It's like everyone wants to be on the sideline, but I can't see everything down there. But, it's the guys like that just selling out. Kevin, going up for that interception, and Geronimo's great catch. And you just see guys going and stepping up and making big plays. And to win a game like that, where it's like we jump out really, to a fast start, get a big lead, and then they kind of claw their way back. But to hold them off there in that fourth quarter was huge. And, those types of wins will kind of help us down the stretch.
Yeah, great to have one of those early. Speaking of
Definitely.
Fast start, we've got to do our Hupie and Abraham good drive of the game, Mason. We've got to start with the opening drive. I believe it was just over 2 minutes. It was almost perfection from Aaron Rodgers. Didn't miss a pass.
Exactly.
And it was just like clockwork. Started off right here with the big throw to Devontae Adams as we get a touchdown from Jamal Williams, his first of the year. But when you start fast like that, what does it do for an opposing defense and for just overall team morale?
Yeah, you saw, we kind of did the play action with the stretch and then threw a pass to start. And so I know just kind of mixing it up, breaking tendencies like that, those are kind of huge steps and kind of a progression through the season. So, that was awesome to see. And then just the efficiency that our offense had. I honestly, it happened so fast that I didn't get to go through my process.
Right.
I'm over there on the sideline like, oh, man, we're about to score. Like, I got one kick into the net and then we're on the field. So those types of things. And I love when we're scoring a lot, scoring fast and doing that. It kind of makes my job a little easier as well.
That was the Hupie and Abraham good drive of the game, voted best, rated best year after year. And another special moment in this game was a little bit beforehand with Cherry Star, Brett Favre, and then at halftime. You've been around this organization for so long. What does Bart Starr mean to you personally?
Oh, man, I have a lot of great memories with Bart and Cherry. And, my first one started actually with the Lombardi Cancer Foundation. My rookie year got to meet Bart. And then whenever I had my son, having an awesome picture of Bart holding my oldest son. And so those types of memories, just always, consistent, honest, amazing man. Cherry's just salt of the earth. I mean, those are two of the best people you're ever going to meet, and what a legacy he's left here in this organization.
Yeah, it was great to see just the ovation that they got, but a lot of people don't remember that he was a head coach of the Packers as well, and we've got to talk about the new head coach, Matt LaFleur. We talked about the change a little bit, but what is it about him that's allowed him to achieve success here earlier and maybe relate to you guys in a different way that sets you up for success?
He stays really true to his processes. He's 39. He's not, he's not a ton older than I am. But so we have some relatable, situations, and he does a good job of just just bringing that energy, bringing what the guys kind of want to feel and on a daily basis, and then bringing out competition in everybody. We all have it and we all want to do it, but he's just like breeding a culture of like everyone's going to compete all the time across position groups, across in the locker room, and it's just it's really it's really fueling us here through this preseason and into the season. So his consistency has been my biggest thing that I've kind of drawn from, is that he's the same day in and day out, and he's coming and he's bringing his process and he's making sure that we're doing the same things and the right things all the time.
I like it. Well, we're just getting started here. We got to take a quick commercial break. We're going to continue with Mason Crosby, get into the kick-in. We got to talk about this great shirt he's got on as well. Stay with us. We'll be right back to the Green Bay Distillery. This is Inside the Huddle. Don't touch that remote. To Inside the Huddle. We have a fantastic crowd on hand. Always great when you start 2-0. Right. We're kicking it with Mason Crosby. We've got to touch on this shirt because it is fantastic. J.K. Scott, game winner.
That's right.
Tell us how this all came about.
So Pat McAfee made these after the Chicago game because of J.K.'s huge 63-yard punt there at the end of the game. And so proceeds for the shirt go to hurricane relief. And yeah, so I think the majority of the team's going to end up having one at some point. Like, I've been buying a bunch and just whoever wants them. So we're gonna try to represent and show JK some love. He's having a great season so far, and it's fitting because this last game he hit another great punt at the end of the game. I think that hang time on that punt at the end was like 5.5 seconds. I mean,
that's a lot for everybody watching
huge.
At home.
I mean, there was 14 seconds on the clock, and there was 5 whenever they got the ball back. So
here's the punt that got turned into the T-shirt. So look at the flexibility.
Look at that leg.
Pat McAfee was talking about yoga. JK answered with Pilates.
That's right.
What do you do to get ready to kick as far as loosening your body up just so that you can have that type of flexibility?
Yeah, it's a daily progression. We just stretch, and JK does a lot of movement and a lot of flexibility, routine, and so he runs a lot. I mean, he could be a track athlete. You see how tall and long his legs are. I mean, I think one step's like 3 of mine. Like he's a really athletic guy, and he works really hard to make sure that his body's ready to go every game.
We want to touch on Sam Ficken. He was here at training camp for everybody watching home, got picked up by the Jets. You guys had a little bit of a competition. Yeah. What was that experience like, just kind of having somebody to go against every day?
Yeah, obviously every time I go on the field, I know I'm competing for my job, and I'm going out to perform. But having someone next to you, I do think Sam helped make me better and make the team better, and just that daily competition, a reminder to go out there and perform every day. It was good. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it heightened my ability and made sure that I was on my game all the time, and those are positives. So I'm thankful for Sam, thankful for the way he kicked and went about his business. And I think they're playing tonight, so I'm going to be watching, and I'll be rooting for him.
Yeah, he's got that great opportunity. But a lot of people, this kind of went viral a couple weeks ago. Carly Lloyd, female soccer player, she was out there kicking a field goal. We've got to talk about that in a minute, but first we got to talk about you because this is your show. Yeah, absolutely, right, everybody?
We talk about everyone. That's fine.
Mason talking about what he does for charity. Well, we have teamed up with Sartori Cheese. They partnered with us. So for every field goal that Mason kicks, $1,000 gets donated to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So Make-A-Wish has donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to help grant wishes. Sartori Cheese proud to donate, again, $1,000 for each field goal made by Mason. And question for you here. Yeah. It's great to get field goals, but it's probably better to get 7. I'm assuming you'd much rather be kicking extra points.
Let's usually 3 or 4, extra points a game, and then just throw a few field goals on there.
Yeah, just
nice.
Sprinkle them in.
It's for the kids. It's for charity. So I obviously I'm a football player through and through. So it's like I'm just like everyone else. I want to score touchdowns and run that score up.
Yeah, if anybody would like to donate as well on the same behalf, we've got more information on the website. Please go check that out. But now we want to talk about Carly Lloyd. Jump the gun there, everybody. Sorry about that. How do you feel about this kind of whole situation? Obviously a phenomenal athlete, great soccer player, 55-yard field goal, doesn't have pads on.
It was a big kick.
But it was Big kick.
And they were on narrow uprights, so I don't know if they talked about that a ton. I saw that the uprights were like those tight ones, so she had it right down the middle. It was impressive, to do it with the snap and the operation, but it's a different ball game whenever the pressure's on.
Sure.
And I think it'd be great if she attempted and tried to see what how it plays out. But it was cool that she went out there and did it. And then obviously she's an outstanding soccer player and has done so much for the women's national team. So always root for them, and I hope they do the best.
He's a soccer fan a little bit.
I am a soccer fan.
Hadn't noticed everybody.
I do love soccer.
We got to take another quick commercial break. It is halftime here on Inside the Huddle. We're back at the Green Bay Distillery live right after this. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. That is our resident DJ, Bradley C. Thank you so much for watching Inside the Huddle. Reminder, next week, we want to set those DVRs. We've got James Jones coming back, former Packer player, of course, now NFL Network analyst. There's your look at JJ coming up on the screen. Talk about the Super Bowl. Well, we're here with Mason still, and we got to keep talking about this shirt because quarterbacks get a lot of love, all the guys that score touchdowns, but game winner, the specialists, you guys need to get some love as well.
Well, we have shirts. I'm going to keep making shirts, and I think Pat McAfee does his job for the brand.
Yes.
So we're going to continue to support each other and see if we can't get this thing going. Hopefully, I'll have a shirt at some point this year. We'll just we'll keep repping for the brand, and it's a lot of fun. And I think we're beginning to have a fraternity of guys that really embrace it, and it's special for us. We got to get love too. The kickers need some special love as well.
The Pat McAfee shout out on Inside the Huddle, the game winner. Remember those bobsled shirts they made? This could be the new one right here. Anytime you get Mason with a game-winning kick, expect everybody to buy one. Thank you so much for watching Inside the Huddle tonight. We are back next week. Have a great rest of your day. Packers are 2-0. Have a great night.